Good morning. It's Tuesday. It's the 2nd of June 2026. And as I told you before, what they found in Iran, the nuclear enrichment. Isn't it interesting that the batch numbers on this nuclear enriched product that they found in Iran ties up with an uranium enrichment that was supposed to be sent to Russia under Obama, that was handled by Hillary Clinton, and it was diverted to Iran without anybody knowing. And the batch numbers tie up. Now, in my book, and I might be wrong, that's treason. But the one thing I've said all the way along on this journey is the light exposes the darkness. The darkness has always been there. But isn't it interesting that as Trump is removing the nuclear enrichment, I'll call it stuff, from Iran, the batch numbers on everything tallies up with what should have gone to Russia. But it's interesting that when it got diverted to Iran, a plane load of cash arrived in Russia instead. Is it a coincidence? The facts don't lie. The world is waking up. We're seeing through what happened. And what really happened is treason. Good morning, Drew.
Good morning, Charlie. Good morning, everyone. Well, questions are being asked, pointing to Tony Blair and Larry Ellison and the growing interest around Reform UK. Charlie, why are they sniffing around reform?
Well, both Tony Blair and Larry Ellison are warmongers. They depend on war. They make fortunes out of war. They don't make a penny out of peace. And I mentioned this the other day, and it was very interesting because when I mentioned it, I had a number of members of Parliament from the UK contact me, because Tony Blair is trying to wheedle his way into reform so that he can have some power, because what he wants to do is continue the war. He's one of the warmongers. So is Larry Ellison. But this is all being exposed. So be very careful in the UK when you're looking at who's doing what. Keep an eye out, because the one thing the darkness doesn't like is the light shining in their dark places. So this is important information if you're in the UK. Keep an eye on Tony Blair. He's a slippery, slimy little son of... My next story is very interesting regarding the law of war. The law of war has a manual as to what the law of war actually is. And it's important that people understand it, because what's happening in Cuba is under the law of war. Donald Trump is in control of what's happening in Cuba because of the law of war. The same with Venezuela. And then when you start digging deeper and you get a better understanding, Australia, Canada, the UK, Europe, they're all under the control of Donald Trump because of the law of war manual. Do your research. You'll find out what is really going on. So when I keep telling you it's pantomime for a reason. The idea of this pantomime is to wake up the world and to show the world how corrupt and evil these people really are. Whether you're based in the UK, whether you're based in Australia, whether you're based in Europe, whether you're based in Canada. The law of war manual allows this to happen. And it's important that it happens so that you can see it firsthand. Keep your eyes open, do your own research, then you'll find out what's really going on. Drew.
Next up, the Biden administration hired thousands of additional IRS agents and totally missed the Somali fraud. Doge identified it in a matter of days. How did thousands of IRS agents miss this?
Well, it's not even just thousands, it's tens of thousands. I mean, the number is ridiculous, the amount of IRS the agents that Biden put in place to detect Somalian fraud. Not one of them spotted anything. And yet Doge found it within no time at all. This shows that they were put in place to cover it up, not to expose it. And this is all part of the exposure. My final story for the day is just one of a bit of fun, because it's just to make you smile. Most people heard of the movie E.T. We know about extraterrestrials in theory. The reality is they do exist. There are aliens out there. There are aliens here living amongst us. The scary part is the extraterrestrials are more intelligent than humanity. Mind you, if you look at some of humanity, it's hardly surprising. There's some thick ones out there. But the reality is the extraterrestrials are highly intelligent. Don't underestimate them. We're going to find out a lot more about them over the coming days, weeks and months. That was the news on Tuesday, June the 2nd, 2026. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.
So if you want to know the truth, come to charlieward.com and see real news daily. And join the Insiders Club, which is live on Wednesdays and Saturdays.
Global tensions are rising, markets are unstable, and currencies keep losing value. While governments print more money, smart investors are moving into physical gold and silver, assets that have protected wealth for centuries. That's why more people are turning to Charlie's Gold to secure their future before the next financial shakeup hits. Don't leave your wealth exposed. Own something real, own gold and silver. Visit charlies.gold today.